building right now, God, we thank you for this word. We thank you, God. Your word has power. Your word gives us assurance. Your word gives us revelation. Your word gives us strength. So, Lord, allow this word to strengthen, to give us power, give us revelation as we seek to do your will, your way. Make us witnessing warriors, testifying saints to your goodness and your grace. And as always, we sign, we seal, and we deliver this prayer in the only name that matters, Jesus the Christ. Every heart, every believer said, amen. 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 John's Gospel, chapter 8, verse number 12. One verse, John's Gospel, chapter 8, at verse number 12. Amen. John's Gospel, chapter 8, at verse number 12. John's Gospel, chapter 8, at verse number 12. Have David say amen? If not, say wait. Amen. If not, we have screens that are just above your head. Amen. John chapter 8, verse number 12. Again, Jesus spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Look at your neighbor and say, walk in the light. Look at another neighbor and say, neighbor, walk it out. You may be seated. Amen. Come on, put your hands together. God, hand clap for praise. Amen. Walk it out. Walk in the light. I suspect, brothers and sisters, that all of us, even in this building right now, can testify that there have been moments where you have literally leaned to your own understanding. Leaning to your own understanding can cause grave consequences in and through and for the life of the believer. Because God has not called us to live and lean to our own understanding. Doesn't matter how much you know, doesn't matter how many letters you have before, even after your name, doesn't matter where you work, doesn't matter what your last name is, how long you've been in church, how much Bible you know, doesn't matter how close you are to God. God is still expecting all of us to not lean to us and to lean to Him. With the understanding, brothers and sisters, that only what we have, only what we need is being able to be provided by God. Solomon says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him. Look at your neighbor and say Him. And He will direct thy path. The problem that we struggle with, that we stress with, and even we strain with from oftentimes or now or another, is that we tend to think that just because we have it going on sometime, that we can do what we want to do sometime. Come on, did I make sense with that statement? I said, because we have it going on sometime, which means that you won't have it going on all of the time. Every day ain't gonna be good. Every day ain't gonna be grand. Every day ain't gonna be filled with, did I say ain't sounds real good? Every day ain't gonna be filled with health and wealth. Sometimes you gonna have to cry. Sometimes you're going to have to spend a little bit more time on your knees. Sometimes you're going to have to start seeking Him before you confide in them. Sometimes God is going to put you flat on your back in Methodist Sugar Land. Come on, help me in here. Wherever, and so as to get you to the place where He has destined for you to be. My grandma used to say, brother, pastor, Derek rather, son, grandson, no cross, no crown. Said if you can't reign for Him, you can't reign with Him. Come on, help me in here. There's going to be some times in this life you're going to have to struggle. There's going to be some times in this life you're going to get a bad report. You ain't going to be able to sleep. You ain't going to be able to eat. Don't mean you don't have faith, but it's something about this inner man that cries. Something about this inner man that tends to even want to give up. But look at your neighbor and say, even when you want to give up, don't give up. Because God did not bring you this far to turn off. Man, am I talking to anybody in here who's ever felt like like giving up. As a matter of fact, you felt like giving up on your marriage, felt like giving up on your kids, felt like quitting your job and didn't have another one to go to, felt like giving up on the church, and you felt like giving up on God. Do I have any honest and transparent folk in the building who can testify that there were some times in my life when I simply asked God, just take me away from here because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired? Do I have about 20 folks in the building who can testify that you've grown weary in well-doing, but in due season you'll reap if you don't give up? So when you want to give up, don't give up, because God has given you too many reasons to stay in the fight. Did y'all hear what I just said? Rewind, play. I said, when you want to give up, don't give up, because God has given you too many reasons to stay in the fight. And I don't know who I'm talking to. Perhaps I'm talking to the person that's sitting in your seat. On last week, you wanted to give up, but you heard a still small voice say, keep on fighting, keep on pressing, keep on praying, keep on coming. Don't you give up, don't you quit, because payday ain't going to come after a while. Payday can come right now. Walk in the light. If I'm walking in the light, that means that the light has to be so prominent in my life that I really don't have a choice but to walk in it. Lord have mercy. You see, the idea, Sister Samuel, is this, is that I've had a whole lot of dark days in my life. And so when the light comes, guess what? I tend to gravitate to the light because everybody in here ought to get tired of living in the dark. You ain't got to say amen. Just look at amen and I'll understand. You ain't been saved all your life. Come on, help me here. There was a day when you wasn't baptized. That was a day when you wasn't calling on Jesus' name. I ain't talking to nobody. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. There was a time when you didn't have church on your mind. But look at where you are now. God has placed you. God has fixated you. God has planted you in the household of the faith. And now you can say, my soul looks back and knows how I got over. It knows. So in chapter 7 and chapter 8, John's record and records the dialogue that Jesus had with his Jewish leaders in Jerusalem during the Feast of Tabernacles. And as part of the ritual during the feast, water was poured over a rock in commemoration of the water supply that had gushed or even rushed from the rock in the wilderness. And huge lamps, even candles in the court of women in the temple were lit in commemoration of the pillars of fire that led the Israelites in the wilderness. The light from those lamps was said to be so brilliant that they could be seen all over the city of Jerusalem. Are you in here? And so in the context of these rituals, Jesus presented himself as the true source of living water and as the true source of light. Jesus, the great master teacher, says, I am not a source. I am not a resource, but I am the source. And once you understand that I am the source, all of the resources become null and void. Lord have mercy. I just said something like that. Here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. You've been looking for other resources, and God says, I'm the only source. Quit looking for a man. God says, I got a man for you if you just wait on me. Lord have mercy. Because the one that you want really ain't the one that you need. Are you in here? So we look at him as not a resource, But we look at him. Are y'all in here? Y'all sleep. But we look at him, brother, as the only source. It's in him we live, in him we move, in him we have our being. And so I cannot do anything without the source. I can't live because I need air to live. And air is provided by the source. Come on, help me here. I can't live if I don't have any water. And water is provided by not a resource, but water is provided by the only source. I need food in order for me to survive. And God says if you need water, if you need light, if you need air, if you need food, all you have to do is call on me. And when you seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, all this other stuff will be added. So we don't look at him as a resource, but we look at him as the only source. Now understand, I'm almost out of here. Biblically, light symbolizes the holiness of God. Yeah. The holiness of God. It's not artificial, it's not physical, it's holy. It's holy. Hence, walking in the light requires a level of holiness. Amen. Now that's something that we don't talk too much about in the local church, because we understand holiness requires a level of commitment. Y'all ain't got to say nothing. I'll talk to this out. Maybe they'll say something. I said holiness requires a level of commitment. God is not looking for folk to be artificial. He's looking for folk to be genuine and authentic. Come on, help me here. And if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with him. What do you mean, Pastor Dawson? I don't always feel like doing what he asked me to do, but I thank God that he keeps me alive. Look at your neighbor and say, that's honesty. And since he keeps me alive, I'm going to make today better than yesterday. Because if it had not been for the Lord who was on my, come on, help me in here, I know where I would lose my mind. And so holiness requires authenticity, a level of genuineness, a level of commitment. Holiness causes me to give up my comforts. Because this flesh man has certain needs, has certain wants. Anybody have some needs and some wants in your life? Slip up your hands. There's some things that you really want. Come on, help me in here. Everybody in here has a want. And you've been working 40 hours of overtime, and you get mad when you get put in a new tax bracket because you don't see all of your money no way. Come on, help me in here. God is able to make that check stretch so you can get not only what you want. God said, guess what? I'll give you what you want because you put me first. And I'll blow your mind not only with what you want, but I'll give you more of what you need. Put me first. Watch this. This true light. And it's only the true light. Jesus is the true light. So Jesus illuminates our spiritual senses and stirs our spiritual appetite when we walk in the light. Now, it's not our natural proclivity to walk in the light. It's not